those. So we're talking today about minutes of meetings, and if you think of minutes, I think they're very important. One thing is that meeting minutes are considered evidence, and the word evidence is a key word in quality and in accreditation. So although they are just words, or maybe recommendations, or maybe consensus among the group in a certain committee, but they are still considered a degree of evidence that a discussion that has happened and the decision or a recommendation has been endorsed by this group in a specific college, and hopefully will be taken forward. And this is why we are putting a lot of emphasis on these minutes. Again, minutes are a reference. We go back and see, maybe we made decisions. Did we follow up and make sure that these decisions have been done, implemented, or not? And the template that has been provided, there is a table to show maybe, or there used to be a table, there things are maybe going to change today, where you will have, for certain members of the committee or of the college where they are given a certain task, right? So if I want to know as a college member or a committee member, where is my task? I don't want to be spending too much time looking here and there and maybe missing what has been done. And then I come to the next meeting, I see that there's something pending and I'm responsible for it. So hopefully what you will see today will make things a little simpler. Again, our minutes are related to the standards of CAA, and they are related also to certain policies, and that's all linked in that document. So hopefully today there will be three things that I think are most important. When you as a chair of a committee are posting minutes, you want to see them posted right away. Currently, there is a lag time between that you submit the minutes and you see them. So hopefully, Dr. Shorbagy did some magic where you can actually do like this and you see it right away. And we'll see that soon, inshallah. The other point is about editing the minutes. So when you submit the minutes, you cannot touch it again, right? Okay. If suppose there's a mistake, suppose someone came and said, okay, no, this is not right, or there's something funny that you want to change, you will have to redo again and communicate with the quality unit, etc. And it's time consuming. So there is a way that you can edit, inshallah. Again, Dr. Shorbagy has developed this approach. The third one is the searchability. So minutes will be searchable, and I think this will be very helpful in determining, what is my task, what has been done, what is due, what is overdue, and that cycle I think is very important. I want to thank Dr. Muhammad Shorbagy for his effort in doing what you will see today, and hopefully it will make all of our lives much easier, more effective, less time consumption that we can definitely use in doing something else. Dr. Muhammad.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Professor Sharif, for the introduction. And before moving further to the details, I'd like to thank Dr. Ibrahim, who put much effort and time in transforming the idea into a working app. So he is actually a part of the thing that we are going to do, and it's already posted on the website, as we will see. Now, already we have made a leap regarding the minutes. The form that has been introduced, the template, and that they are now archived on our website or on a cloud, this is a good thing that we can refer to any time. But at that time, we are having digital archiving. We are looking into the minutes as one entity. The searching item, the building unit, is the whole minutes itself. So you can search for a whole minute, but you cannot search for a given agenda item or for a certain decision that you have taken. Usually you will have to go through all the minutes if you are suspecting 2 or 3 minutes that contained your item or decision that was there, and open them one by one and see what was there. The second thing is minutes for me? Well, Professor Sharif has already elaborated on that. I would say it's for everyone. So you can be a chair, so you are actually building the minute, chair of a committee, a chair of a department, chair of a unit, whatsoever. And you can be someone who has been entitled a task inside a meeting minute. So you need to follow up what was there for you, and have you been doing this on the right time or not, or at least also you can be using this as evidence, as Professor Sharif said. So you are using this while building up your program effectiveness report or any kind of official report that you are building up. The second thing that I would like to say is, now we are moving from digital archiving, that I would like to say, into digital processing. By digital processing, I mean we are looking into the bits and pieces inside the minutes. So every single item will be searchable. And this is how we are trying to make the data talk. So it's like Professor Ronald Coase, who once said, he's a very famous economist and author. He said, if you torture the data long enough, it will confess to everything. So we are trying to get some confessions using the digital minuting system here. So let's get to what we already have now and see what domains of improvement do we have, so that they can be addressed through the new system. Now, right now, we don't have actually a full track of the follow-up for the pending items. And this was already stated by Professor Sharif. You have to build up a table manually at the end of each minute, looking back to what was achieved, what was not, and see this to follow up for the next time. Again, when you do this manually, you might lose track of things by time if they are going for a long time. The second thing is editing requires a new submission. So you have submitted the minutes, and then there was something wrong, so you'll have to make a second submission that will be going for the second time to be submitted. You don't overwrite the same exact submission that you did. So this is an area for improvement that we can address. The third thing, and I think this is the most important thing, the searchability. So you are now going to be addressing the searchability among the items, among the agenda items, even by single keywords you can look for, but this was not there, and it was also an area for improvement to address. Now, for each agenda item, and those who are writing the minutes know that by heart, you have to refer to a certain standard and a certain policy number which matches that agenda item. And for doing so, we had to go back to the quality portal and then overlook all the standards and see which one is fitting. And then from those, we will see which sub policy will be there. And this is going to be tackled in a fashionable way that we'll see in the minutes right now. Now, the report generation, there are no reports at all which are generated. Only we can access them on the portal. It's a cloud, it's an archiving system, and there are no reports that can be generated. Now, the very important thing here to say, usually we are used to that maybe in official things around us, that when you take a decision, usually this decision carries a unique number. And even when it comes from the ministry, they tell you this decision number so-and-so, dated so-and-so, right? Now, we don't have these unique numbers, but using the digital minuting system, each decision that is taken is assigned a unique number all over the GMU. So I'm making a decision in my quality committee, and then Dr. Ahmed is doing a decision in his chair of the pharmaceutical department sciences, then he will have a different number. So they will be unique numbers, and you can use them for referencing later on in any documents. The last thing is the burden on revision. Now, there has been a task that was elicited by the QA and IE to revise all the minutes. Are they matching the template that you are using? Are you stating the policy? Are you putting the standards? So we don't need to do this anymore. We have elevated that burden. So you actually are doing this, and it's obligatory. So you have to enter the policy number, you have to enter the standard. So there is no template to follow. You just fill in the spaces and that's it, or choose from a drop-down menu. Now, this is what we were trying to address in the current minuting modality that we have. Now, regarding the DMS, or the digital minuting system, and it's not just by chance that I write version 1.0. I mean by this that there is a large room for improvement, and it will be only through the feedback that comes from you that will be able to generate better versions of the thing, inshallah. Now, the agenda items, as we will see in the demo in minutes, are converted into decisions. You don't have to write two things. You are creating the minutes now by putting an agenda item. Once you open that agenda item on the day of the minutes, all what you need to do is to put the decision and submit. That's it. So you don't write it again. There is no agenda item in a separate file and a decision in another file. So it's automatically converted into the decision. All of this inputs actually happen online. So you don't have many screens and many tabs that you use. It's only one single screen, one single line. You have the inputs, so it's very easy and seamless, I think. Editing an entry overwrites the previous one. So this was addressing the incompatibility of having multiple submissions and multiple files if you are creating a revision for the minutes. So you just edit the minute and then overwrites the previous one. So it's only one entry all the time. Now, this is the most powerful tool of the thing, the search engine. So all the fields that we have stated, the agenda item, the date, the decision number, the policy, the standard, who is responsible for doing this, what was the decision, the due date for doing this, all of these fields can act as search fields. So you can think of limitless number of reports that you can generate out of this. I will just give a sample of these reports now, but you can generate your own. You can create something that we never thought it would come out from this search engine. As long as you have all these fields being able to be recruited for a search action, then you can create multiple types of reports coming from this. Either that these reports can be on the university level. So maybe I'm interested to see what was the decisions that were taken regarding the attendance in all the schools or the colleges. So I'll just look for this item as a keyword, or choose it as a policy and standard. Students, and under students, I will choose the student attendance. So I will overlook this matter all over the colleges in GMU. Also, I will be able to know what items are overdue. So I just choose the status of the item as pending because it's already there. The one who generated the minutes, who is the chair, he's the only one who can change the status of the agenda item from pending into achieved or done. So at any given date, I can choose in the search engine the status pending and use the date of today. So it will give me what? All the items that were supposed to be finished before today, but they are still carrying the status pending. So all of these are overdue items. So we will look this over and see who is getting into the way of getting them done. Again, the choice of the standard and the policy. Again, as long as we have a tool, then we can pamper ourselves. So we don't have to look for all the standards and all the policies. Just by choosing one standard, it automatically filters on the policies pertaining to that standard. So if you choose students, it will come up only with the policies or procedures that are pertaining only to the standard of students. So you will be focused to choose which one matches your agenda item. Like I told you, each decision is assigned a unique number, and this number can be used for referencing later on in any official document. The last thing is, now currently, when we are using the minutes as evidence, we usually say that this is in the following minute, here is the link. What happens when you open the link? It opens the whole minutes. So whoever is viewing this will have to go through the whole minutes file to see which part is actually pertaining to the suggested evidence that you said. Now, when using this tool, we can only print that specific agenda item or decision now. So you will only put this as an attachment or a link as you'd like. So you don't have to go through the whole minutes just to see one item there. So you will focus only on one item. So you print only one decision, not the whole minutes as a reference in every report. Okay, so enough talking. We'll just go into the tool right away. Now, it's already there on the website. So whenever you log into the portal, you will still have access to the minutes that were conducted before the next year starts. So this system is going to be applied starting the 1st of January, but all the minutes that has been submitted before that date can still be accessed through that tab. Now for the new minutes, you will use the first one, which is submit, view, and edit minutes. Now, basically we have here 3 tabs: view, add, and edit. Now add, this is for the one who is the committee chair or the one who has been assigned by the committee chair to create the minutes. Bear in mind that once you add something, nobody else can edit it. We can all view it. Anybody in GMU can view what you already added, but the only one who is able to edit this is the creator. So this is one thing that we have to bear in mind. Now, let's suppose for the sake of the exercise that I am doing now minutes for the College of Pharmacy for the quality committee. Now, this quality committee is supposed to be next week. So I'm preparing it now. So what am I going to do? I will choose the college, and then I'll choose the committee. And then for the date, I'm not going to choose today. I'm going to choose next week. Okay? And then, I didn't click add. Okay. So add, college, quality. Now this has to be my name. And then for the date, it will be next week. Members attended, this is a text field. So you have members inside the committee. Just copy and paste them from any place that you have. I've already copied that earlier, so I'm now pasting it. If somebody apologized, then later on when this minute is already carried, you will write their name here. If somebody was invited from outside the members, the regular members, you will write their name here, and then you start entering your first subject. So let the first subject be student attendance. Now, there is no decision for now. I'm just preparing the agenda item, so I'll leave this plain. And then for the standard, I will use the students. So it's a drop-down menu, easy to choose. And from the policy, I will use the student attendance as a policy. So very easy. Just it will automatically filter on the policies pertaining to the students. Who will be responsible? This is pertaining to the decision. We haven't taken the decision yet. So I will leave this empty and the deadline as well. And as you can see, the current status is by default pending. Okay. Now, if there is a file that people are going to see or check or revise, then I will attach the link to that file in that space, just the link. Then I will submit. Now, as you can see, the screen has now been empty from everything except for the header, which is the name of the college, who is the chair, what is the proposed date for the meeting, and who are the members attended. Why is it so? Because I'm not entering now only one agenda item. I'm preparing the meeting minutes. So there are going to be more than one item that I'm going to add. So it's not logic that every time I add the college, I add the committee, I add my name, and I add the members. So provided you are in the same session, now you didn't close the browser, you didn't close your PC, you will have this header running with you along when you are making multiple entries of multiple subjects or agenda items. So I can keep adding on subjects like this, and after I finish, then I can view. So in the view, this is for everybody of us. What are you viewing? This is the search engine. But for me, I'm not doing this now as a general search. I'm just viewing my proposed agenda items. So I will select the college, I will select the quality, and I will select the date. Which is the date? Not today, it's for the next one, right? So I will search. The results came only with one subject at the bottom, right? So this is the only agenda item that I have entered. Now, if there are 5, 6, or 7 agenda items and I would like to send to everyone to view before the minutes, what should I do? We have you covered. Download data. It will generate an Excel file, a CSV file, download, attach to an email, everybody can see. Or everybody can go and search like you did. They can see the minutes from the same portal, right? So you don't have to download it. I mean, this is another option. If someone doesn't have access to this system, maybe someone who is invited to your minutes. So you can just download the CSV file or the Excel file, having all the agenda items, the proposed agenda items, attach it and send it to everyone to review before the minutes. Now, this is regarding the entry. So I'm now the creator of the agenda minutes, and I am the only one who can edit. So let's see the edit screen. It's exactly the same screen as the view screen. The only different thing you will see now here is the capability to delete or edit. So I will just specify the same search criteria and search. It's the same result, but see what happened here? We have the delete option. So the delete option here allows me to delete the whole agenda item, or if I click on the agenda item, I can even change the details that we have entered. So on the day of the minutes, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this. This is the first agenda item. Let the discussion run, and then we will continue what was empty. So what was the decision that was taken in that minute? So we will take 80%, maybe. This is the decision. Who will be responsible for this? Dr. Al-Abd will be responsible for this. The deadline, it cannot be today. It cannot be next week. We are supposed to run this minute on the 19th, right? So we will give him only 1 week till the 26th. And it's already pending because he hasn't provided evidence that the task has been done. So I will update. So on the day of the minutes, I will filter on the date of today. I will have only the agenda items pertaining to today's meeting minutes, and we run them one by one and fill in the decision. The number that is generated, as we will see now, when we'll go to view, select the college, select the committee, and then search. I will show you this in the search. This is coming. So you have here the detailed decision written, and we have the responsibility assigned to Dr. Al-Abd, and it is still pending. So now the minutes has been submitted. When the item is submitted, the minutes is submitted. All items submitted, then the whole minutes is submitted. Now let's come back to the search, the power of the search that we can use. Now I don't remember, let me be Jumana. Jumana is a member in the quality committee, and she doesn't know what tasks are pending for her. So what will she do? She will go to this screen, view. She will choose the college. She will choose the committee, leave the date open. The status is pending, and the date is today, not open. Maybe she has a task that will be due next week. So this is not her point of concern now. What is due for me now that I haven't done, right? So I set the date for today and search. I didn't add Jumana, right? This is a general one. Just even a part of the name, Jumana. No records are there. So Jumana is not there. So maybe we will add a different date, open the date. So here we are. So till the 19th, if we reach by the 19th, Jumana has 2 tasks to follow. These are the details of the tasks. She can open any of these, see the details, what she's supposed to do, who she's supposed to talk to, and where is exactly the due date of her doing this. So this is for herself. Maybe for me, as a committee chair, I will not specify names. I will just open this and choose the college, the committee, and the current status pending and the date for today, maybe. So any task that should have been converted into achieved before today should show up here. Then for me as a committee chair, I have to follow up on all of these. I'm not doing my work if it is a long list like this. Okay. What else? Yeah. For those who are heading the committees or chairs of the departments, you might ask, where does the data go? Is it secure? Is it kept secure? Do we have a backup? We have a backup. Usually the application system is usually backed up, but we have to do something ourselves. Now, I am the quality chair. Then I will do now is, for today, I will choose the college and the quality. I'll leave everything unchosen. And then I will click search. What will come up to me here? All the comments, right? All the minutes that was done starting the launch of this system. So what I will do now is I will download the data, an Excel file, a very small sized Excel file, and keep it offline with me. This file is the archive that we used to have on the cloud, but you have access to this on your computer. Now, when it is the minutes of the next month, what will I do? I will download the same file with the same name to override the old one. So I only keep one file all the time that carries all the minutes that has been generated with all the details, all the decision numbers, all the due dates, and all the responsibles. So this is the beauty of the thing, that a very small file, a CSV file, can always be accessed offline. You don't even have to access the system, and for you to look in and see what you can see inside this. So you can search by any field of the fields here, name it. You can search by the action, you can search by the policy, by the standard, by who is responsible. Maybe I will just do something like this. I remember we said something about DUFAT, that conference for the pharmacy students. So I go for the subject and I just do this. Here it is. So we have the result, we have the decision, so I don't have to browse a lot of files. When was that? Can you remember? Yes, it was after the midterm exam. You don't have to do this. So you just put in the search words and you are good to go. For me, I have finished. If any questions, I'm ready to take.
Questions online, offline?
Yes, Dr. Hassan.
Actually, we have to be grateful.
We will have biscuit bars here.
I'm keep saying this since day one, that what has been done and keep doing through the IRU under Professor Sharif and his team actually changed our life to a very, very better compared to the previous, because I can see new faces. They couldn't see what I have said now, because I just 6 years old now. So we're in era, and now by the grace of this committee and this work, we are in another very excellent practice. And actually, we have been leading everything now in this wonderful UAE country. But I just have one comment to just complete the picture. Because you know, quality all the time searching for something to close the loop.
Okay.
So how we can close the loop here? So everything is beautiful, but I believe, might be right or wrong, of course, that we can add something about the feedback of the working people in the committee and the class or the student representative about their contribution as actual members. By this way, this will close the loop. And also, we need to understand if we have taken any decision here and we can prove it reflected in a positive way on the current practice, will be amazing, because this decision, like Professor Shorbagi said, so what? I took the decision and it has been done. I need to see the fruits. You got my point? Before this decision, we were in a situation, and after this decision, I made improvement. I need to see these fruits. So this is my comment to close the loop, because it's wonderful. Yani even my suggestion is not working, it's fine. It's more than fine. And we have to take this idea and apply everywhere. This will make everyone life easy, especially Dr. Jovita. She is the Secretary of Quality Assurance. Now we don't have excuse. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, if you want to see the fruits minuted in the next meeting, if there is an impact on the practice by a decision that was taken, this can be minuted with reference to the unique number of the decision that was taken. So this will close the loop. Any other questions? Yes, Joe.
Thank you so much for this, but I have a question. Regarding the pending items, if you can just scroll down. Okay, now this is a pending item for this meeting. What if after 2 meetings, this item is still pending? Should we add it again to the same meeting minute, or it will be pending for meeting number 3?
Thank you for that question. I will answer. Yeah. So when I start any meeting, the items that I add, the new items, are automatically pending items, right? So when I open the new meeting, these are my agenda items plus any agenda item that is still pending. So I don't have to add anything. I will keep chasing all the pending items till the creator sees it has been done, so it is changed status. It will not be repeated. No, it's only one, and the creator changes the status. Yes. Any other questions? Anyone online has questions? Okay. At this, we will conclude. Thank